Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Weaknesses in the acting of Liu Yifei, Zhao Lusi. Liu Yifei, Yang Mi, and Zhao Lusi, though popular, have faced criticism regarding their acting abilities compared to earlier generations of actresses. Liu Yifei, known for her ethereal beauty, has often been praised for her presence on screen. However, critics argue that her expressions sometimes appear wooden, and her performances lack emotional depth, especially in more complex roles. By focusing on portraying a wider range of emotions and embracing the vulnerability of her characters, she could elevate her acting to a more compelling level. Similarly, Yang Mi has built a significant fan base due to her beauty and strong performances in certain roles. However, her acting is occasionally seen as one-dimensional, with limited emotional expression, particularly in roles that require subtlety. Developing more nuanced performances by fully embodying her characters could strengthen her credibility as an actress. Zhao Lusi, the youngest of the trio, is beloved for her bubbly and relatable characters, but she has been criticized for sticking to similar roles that limit her range. By branching out into more diverse and challenging roles, she could break free from this mold and prove herself as a more versatile actress. Each of these actresses possesses undeniable talent and charisma, but by addressing these weaknesses, they could potentially push their careers to new heights, gaining more critical acclaim and truly resonating with audiences. 1. Liu Yifei's performance in The Tale of Rose garnered positive feedback from audiences, with many expressing that she had shown noticeable improvement in her acting abilities. Despite this progress, there remains a prominent weakness in her craft that critics and fans have consistently pointed out: her difficulty with delivering intense emotional scenes. Known for her ethereal beauty and often referred to as the fairy sister, Liu Yifei has struggled to effectively portray moments of emotional explosion. These scenes, which demand a deep understanding of the character's psychological state and a controlled yet powerful expression of emotions, often expose her shortcomings as an actress. Instead of conveying genuine intensity, she sometimes overacts, detracting from the authenticity of her character's experience. This inability to master high-stakes emotional scenes has been a persistent issue throughout Liu Yifei's career, creating a significant barrier to her growth as an actress. While she excels in more subdued and graceful roles that align with her image, the demand for more complex performances in modern cinema highlights this gap in her skill set. The contrast between her portrayal of subtle emotions and the over-the-top delivery during dramatic moments often leaves viewers feeling disconnected from the character she is attempting to bring to life. Liu Yifei's challenges in this area may also explain why, despite her widespread popularity and long-standing career, she has not received nominations for any of the industry's major awards. These accolades typically recognize not just star power, but also an actor's ability to fully immerse themselves in their role, handling a range of emotional and psychological depths with nuance and precision. The lack of nominations might indicate that her performances, while aesthetically pleasing, have yet to reach the level of complexity and emotional resonance required to compete with other top-tier actresses. If Liu Yifei can address this gap in her acting ability, it could open doors for her to take on more challenging roles and earn the critical acclaim that has so far eluded her. 2. Yang Mi's acting style presents a unique challenge, as she excels at portraying the surface emotions of her characters but struggles to convey deeper, more nuanced layers. This often results in a performance that feels shallow, leaving the audience with the impression that she only skims the emotional depth of her roles. Instead of fully inhabiting her characters, she gives off a sense of distance, as if there is something essential missing in her portrayal. This lack of emotional connection prevents her from truly immersing herself in the role, causing viewers to feel disconnected from the character's journey. One notable issue with Yang Mi's acting is her consistent display of tiredness. Her eyes, often dull and lacking vitality, contribute to a sense of weariness that detracts from her performance. This tired demeanor hampers her ability to bring her characters to life in a way that captivates and resonates with the audience. It becomes particularly evident in roles that require intensity and emotional complexity, where Yang Mi's portrayal remains limited to the surface level. Despite her experience and status as a well-known actress, these visible shortcomings in her acting persist. Her role in Swords of Legends highlights these flaws, as her performance was marked by a noticeable inability to break through the character's emotional barriers and truly embody the essence of the role. This has led to criticism from the public, who have pointed out that while she has the technical skills to perform, there is a clear lack of depth in her portrayals. The question that arises is whether Yang Mi is aware of these limitations and, more importantly, if she is willing to address them in future projects. Ultimately, Yang Mi's ability to evolve as an actress depends on her willingness to embrace growth and refinement in her craft. If she can confront these weaknesses and work on deepening her emotional range, there is potential for her to reach new heights in her acting career. However, if these issues remain unaddressed, her performances may continue to be perceived as lacking the depth and emotional resonance that would truly elevate her work. 3. Dilraba Dilmurat, often celebrated for her beauty and charm, garnered significant attention for her performance in Diamond Lover. In this role, her acting was widely praised, marking her as a rising star in the entertainment industry. However, in recent years, her acting has faced criticism, particularly in productions like Legend of Anil and Prosecution Elites. Her portrayal in these projects has been seen as lacking depth and emotional nuance, which has raised questions about her growth as an actress. One of the key challenges Dilraba faces is the ability to convey emotions convincingly through her facial expressions and eyes. Acting requires more than just delivering lines or fitting into a character's appearance. It demands an emotional connection with the audience, something that can be achieved through subtle facial cues and a powerful gaze. Unfortunately, these are the areas where Dilraba has struggled. Her expressions sometimes come across as flat or overly controlled, making it difficult for viewers to fully engage with her characters on a deeper emotional level. For an actress of her stature, mastering these subtle yet essential aspects is crucial for career longevity and for taking on more complex roles. In Legend of Anil, where the story required her to navigate intense emotions, her performance was criticized for being one-dimensional. Similarly, in Prosecution Elites, a more serious and dramatic role, her inability to convey the internal conflict of her character through her eyes left much to be desired. While her natural beauty continues to captivate, beauty alone does not guarantee critical success. Audiences and critics alike have pointed out that she needs to develop more emotional range and work on delivering more dynamic performances if she wishes to elevate her acting career. Despite the recent criticisms, Dilraba's potential remains undeniable. If she can overcome these challenges by working on her emotional expressiveness and acting, there is no doubt that she could achieve even greater heights in her career. With her talent, charisma, and determination, the possibility of a breakthrough is always within reach. 4. Yang Zi, a popular actress known for her versatility in playful and cute roles, has faced growing criticism regarding her ability to handle more mature and emotionally complex characters. Her performances often shine when portraying light-hearted, youthful characters that emphasize her bubbly personality. However, when it comes to more serious, profound roles, her limitations become more apparent. Critics argue that Yang Zi struggles to effectively convey the depth required for such characters, and her acting comes off as lacking the emotional gravitas needed to fully connect with the audience. A notable issue in her performances is her approach to emotional scenes, particularly crying. In various films and dramas, Yang Zi has been criticized for delivering similar crying scenes regardless of the context. Despite different storylines and characters, her emotional reactions are often repetitive, leading to what some describe as a 10 movies-like one syndrome. This one-dimensional portrayal of emotional distress detracts from her ability to show versatility and adapt to the unique demands of each role. To truly evolve as an actress, Yang Zi would need to diversify her emotional range and find new ways to connect with her characters in various situations, rather than relying on the same expressions and reactions. Another factor limiting Yang Zi's performance is the increasing stiffness in her facial expressions, reportedly due to cosmetic surgery. Acting is an art form that relies heavily on an actor's ability to communicate emotions through subtle facial cues. Unfortunately, for Yang Zi, the loss of natural expressiveness in her face has made it more challenging for her to deliver emotionally compelling performances. This stiffness further hinders her ability to fully inhabit her characters, as the emotional disconnect becomes more noticeable to viewers. As her face becomes more immobile, the range of expressions she can convey has narrowed, which poses a significant obstacle to her growth as an actress. Despite these criticisms, Yang Zi remains a beloved figure in the industry. Her natural charisma and strong fan base have kept her at the forefront of the entertainment world. If she can address these weaknesses by expanding her emotional depth and rediscovering her facial expressiveness, there is potential for her to achieve even greater success in more varied and challenging roles. 5. Zhao Lusi. Many viewers believe that Zhao Lusi shines best in roles where her characters are sweet, playful, or slightly naive, such as in The Long Ballad. Another role that seems well suited for her is the cunning and manipulative character she portrayed in Untouchable Lovers. These kinds of characters seem to align with her natural charisma and acting style. However, when she steps into more complex and unique roles, her limitations as an actress tend to surface. For instance, her wide-eyed expressions and what some critics describe as disorganized facial features become more noticeable and can detract from her performance. These weaknesses are particularly evident when she attempts to take on characters that require more depth or subtlety in their portrayal. If Zhao Lusi aims to expand her range and take on more diverse roles, she will need to address these areas of her acting. Her performance in Love Like the Galaxy suggests that there is potential for growth, but she must work on refining her expressions and overcoming the physical traits that currently limit her. With dedication and effort, Zhao Lusi could evolve beyond the role she is currently typecast in and demonstrate greater versatility on screen.